It's time now for Spears on Sports with John Spears, brought to you by M&M Cartage. And now, here's Johnny
and Buzz
and Scooter. I made it to Tuesday. Yeah, you heard that right. Tony Burke out today. Buzz Frank joins us, voice of manual football and basketball, and just all around good guy. If you're watching on the YouTube, presented by Thornton's, the Kentucky Colonel shirt today, Scooter.
It's a good-looking shirt.
He's got so many old-school shirts. Did he come in here with Butkus on one day?
I
did.
Did
come in with
yeah.
Butkus on one day?
Yep. He's also got so many trashy shirts because he came in with a Garrett jersey one time.
A what?
Garrett
the Miles
jersey.
Garrett jersey?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to get on Fanatics and just get some old-school stuff just so I can compete.
Hey.
But thank you for stepping in for Tony. He is golfing today. I think at Wildwood or Woodhaven, one of those woods.
I'm also golfing today, but I'm here.
Where are you going?
Park Mammoth.
Oh, that's right.
Wow.
That's
I'm excited.
Right. Do they sell beer? Did you ever find out
They do.
for sure?
Yeah. They got
I
their
thought they
license
did.
back.
I thought they did.
You're
Okay, why'd they lose their license? That's my first question.
So I talked to the guy in the clubhouse about it yesterday when I called. Basically, so they're in a dry county, and a lot of the people in that county didn't like the way that they were going about it. So there was a big uproar. So they ended up losing it, and then they had to find another workaround to get it back.
Oh, my gosh.
Seemed like a big nightmare.
I just accidentally left the meeting, so you're going to have to get me a new one.
I mean, do you really need one?
No, not really.
Okay.
I see you now.
There was a local bar in Crescent Hill that the local folks just got upset with so much that they voted to go to a dry precinct.
Really?
Yeah, a voting precinct.
You can do that?
Apparently they could.
Oh, God. America.
Yeah,
America.
people.
M&M Courage Hotline's open, 384-1450, 384-1450. If you'd like to ask Buzz a question or join in on the conversation, ask him a question about manual football if you'd like. I don't know anything about St. X football, so don't ask me anything. The Gameday Men's Health text line open as well, 414-1450. Gameday Men's Health, redefining men's wellness, no shortcuts, just results. Testosterone, peptides, weight loss, sexual performance therapy. Visit GamedayMensHealth.com, defining a new era in men's health. And hit me up on the text line, 414-1450. Thank you for listening at home, at work, on the road, on the podcast. We appreciate it. Or if you're watching on the Big X YouTube stream, it is fueled by Thornton's. Power up with great coffee, fuel, and discounts at every stop. That's Thornton's. And thank you for watching us on our Big X YouTube stream, which I guess is going okay, right, Scooter? Is Buzz on the stream right now?
Buzz is on, yeah.
Oh, and that's not going to scare anybody off.
It is Tuesday, August 11th. I didn't think we were going to have a lot to talk about today.
We do?
We got a little bit here. I don't know where to start.
I mean, I spent half my show talking about Chris Berman's lack of butt.
My buddy Slugger said it was called the Headrest Tavern.
That's right.
In Clifton.
Well, it was at the corner of Frankfurt Avenue and Stilts, right by the water company there. Yeah.
Thank you for listening, Slugger, or watching on the YouTube, whichever one you're doing. He's at work. I don't think he's on the YouTube. All right, where do you want to start, Scoots? Do you want to start? The Red Sox-Blue Jays game had a play. This is why I love baseball. I've never seen it in my life. And guess what? Neither had the umpires. Mm-hmm. We can start there.
I was going to say, don't let me pick where we start.
The Cowboys signed Quinnen Williams yesterday. That's big, and I'm going to tell you why during this show. The Cooper Flag 1-of-1 card was found yesterday. Did you see that?
About as far away as it could have.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. Wow.
He signed it at Fanatic Fest a couple of weeks ago. It's a 1-of-1, and it's, his jersey from his first game sold for $1 million.
It's amazing.
This is nuts.
Is he going to be the youngest second-year player in the NBA this year?
He probably is, yeah. And then the next year will be the youngest third-year player. That's how it works.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So that's out now, and those guys that it's a company that, or I don't even know if it's a company. It's some dudes that open up cards online live in Rhode Island, and they stream themselves opening up cards.
That's huge nowadays.
And yeah, and I don't get it. Now, have you seen the commercial? I love the commercials of people turning into their parents.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Have you seen those,
Oh, yeah.
Scooter?
When the door closes, the conversation ends.
Yes. The latest one is they're introduced to this social media influencer.
Yeah.
And they can't. And I'm these old people because I don't. So you're saying all you're doing is opening up a box of new shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you sell hats?
You sell hats? No. I just try them on and video it while I'm trying them on. So you work at a thrift store? No. That's what I feel like now with this Cooper flag thing. I don't get it. I don't get why that card is worth $1 million. Why anything like that's worth $1 million. Scooter, help me out. You're young.
I mean, I don't really get it either. As someone who grew up with cards, I mean, I've got boxes and boxes of player cards in my house, but I couldn't tell you which ones are worth something and which ones aren't.
But what I really don't understand is people watching people open up cards online.
Well, it's like people watching people play video games.
Yes.
I'll never understand that.
My grandson loves watching other people play Minecraft.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
No.
Maybe
play Minecraft.
Maybe you can learn some things along the way, but still, I want to play myself.
So I'm going to sit here and turn my computer on and find these guys opening up cards, and I'm going to get excited because they found $1 million card? No.
Not unless they're sharing.
It's just not going to happen. NBA schedule has been partially released.
But wait, do you know what they're getting for getting that card?
I don't know.
So the Mavericks came out.
The Mavericks offered them a crazy amount.
Yeah, like two season tickets for like 32 years.
Yeah.
I mean, they get all
but
kinds
they're in Rhode Island.
Exactly.
I don't think they want Mavericks season tickets.
Probably not.
Maybe the Mavs will move. You go to Providence.
Why not?
Yeah.
What else are they offering?
I'll see if I can find
money, I'm sure. God. Well, congratulations to whoever those dudes are, because they're gonna make a lot of money. All right, and the Enos Kanter thing. Do I even unlock this at all, Scooter?
I did on my show yesterday, and a part of me wishes I hadn't.
I actually wrote down, do I dare talk about Enos Kanter?
Yeah.
He has applied to be in the 2027 W, and I said W, NBA draft. Now, I know he's trying to make a point. I get it.
He's trying to make a mockery.
He's trying to get some fame here. He's trying to be like a social media influencer. He's trying to get his 15 more minutes of fame. Look, it's idiotic.
Yeah.
That's it. Now, Sophie Cunningham and Caitlin Clark and all the WNBA's got enough problems.
You heard
right?
Royce White is going to do the same.
Say it again. Royce White.
Was it Royce White?
Yes.
You're just trying to get your name. You're just trying to cause people to talk about you. That's all it is.
On the other hand,
if
you're somebody like, I think he goes by Freedom now is his last name.
Freedom Kanter.
Yeah. If you're somebody like him and you're basically out of a career in basketball but can still play, and you can make a 6-figure salary or whatever they're getting, and he believes that they can't stop him, why not?
But he knows they can stop him. I mean, let's be honest.
Right.
Is he that dumb? No. He knows he's never going to play in the WNBA.
Right.
Unless he decides to go to Sweden and have some things changed.
And still you can't.
And even then, he can't. But if he wants to go that far, you know what? Maybe I give him a 10-day contract.
I would say that would be the first step to even get in the locker room. I was thinking back to
all right.
If somebody would have given me an opportunity during high school to go into the girls' locker room.
Come on.
I was right. I should not have brought it up.
You shouldn't have brought it up. But back then, we didn't even have girls' sports, so that's a moot point.
Back then, we didn't even.
They weren't allowed to play.
This guy's 117 years old. It's crazy.
Golly.
There was no girls' basketball back then. Some of the schools had field hockey, but Title IX hadn't come along in the colleges.
No.
And so, yes, I'm ancient. We ought to move on.
All right, let's go NFL here, Scooter. Dallas has signed Quinnen Williams.
He went to Dallas?
Well, the Jets traded him there in the middle of the year.
Okay, that's right, yeah.
So they signed him. It was contentious, but it didn't end up being that contentious. 3 years, 105.9.
Whoa.
$101 million guaranteed.
For a lineman.
For a defensive lineman. Now, he is a difference maker.
He is.
This is a Dallas team that has a good offense. You put CeeDee Lamb on one side, George Pickens on the other side. They've always had good tight ends. The O-line is good, and you got Dak Prescott. You can put anybody in at running back. This is a good offensive football team. They are also the worst defensive football team in the league last season. Yeah. They were last in points allowed. They were last in yardage allowed. They were bottom 5 in a bunch of defensive statistical categories. Fewest sacks, fewest tackles for loss. They were terrible, and that's why they weren't in the playoffs. All they have to do is be in the top 20 out of 32 teams. Just be in the top 20. That's all we're asking, because their offense is good enough that they can get into the playoffs with that. And when you have that offense, you will be a dangerous team in the playoffs. So to sign Quinnen Williams is a good move. Now, he had, I think, 2.5 sacks in half a season with Dallas last year. He had some tackles. What he does, he makes everybody else better because he's double-teamed on every single play, and it opens it up for other guys. This is an important signing, especially in that division, which I think is kind of winnable now for the Dallas Cowboys.
I think you're right, and having somebody that always occupies at least a couple offensive linemen does free up everybody.
Aaron Donald did that.
Yeah, he did it and could come back maybe and do it again.
Myles Garrett does.
Yeah, and still
Cleveland's defense wasn't the problem last year.
No, it wasn't. And the problem with an offense like the Cowboys have, if you score too quickly, your defense is back out on the field too quickly, and then if they aren't that good to begin with, they get tired, and now they're really no good.
I mean, you got Jaden Daniels at Washington. Washington's in a great spot.
Yes. Because
they still got 3 more years of Jaden Daniels on a low contract, so they can use money to invest in other spots that they need help. They're bringing in Stephon Diggs. Now, I don't know if Stephon Diggs is the answer. They've got Terry McLaurin. If I'm Washington, I go find another big-time receiver. It's kind of late in the game now because training camp is here, but I would have gotten another big-time receiver somewhere. Get some great defensive players online here. But Washington has a chance to be good. I think the Giants will be better because of John Harbaugh, if nothing else. That probably gets them 3 more wins.
I think so.
And, of course, Jackson Dart at quarterback. They got some talent. Philadelphia is going to lean on Saquon Barkley early. So, they're still going to be – they got a new offense coordinator, which they seem to have every year. Yeah. But it doesn't seem to affect Philadelphia. They're always in the hunt. But if Dallas wants to get back into the mix here, this was a good move to sign Quinnen Williams. They needed him. I think the $101 million bothers me. The guaranteed,
especially the guaranteed,
of $101 million, that bothers me because I always feel like when you give somebody that kind of guaranteed money, even if they're great competitors,
right,
in the back of their mind, they know I'm going to get paid no matter how I play.
I know how I'd be, and I'm obviously was never a professional athlete, but I'd gotten soft real quick with guaranteed money up front.
No matter how I play.
Yeah.
I'm going to play as hard as I can. At least I think I am.
Yeah.
But in the back of my mind, I can take a play off. Once this guy blocks me, I'm not going to use that second effort and it's not anything consciously, it's subconsciously that the money gets in the way.
Especially if you got 2 guys on you. Well, I've already occupied 2 guys.
Somebody's got to be making
make
the tackle.
Yeah.
And that bothers me with all these contracts now, but that's the world we live in. If you don't give them the guaranteed money, they're not going to sign. They're going to go somewhere that will give them the guarantee.
Thanks to the Browns and Deshaun Watson, it just opened up the whole
Jimmy Haslam. Thank you, Jimmy Haslam.
These guys.
And you're the damn Browns fan.
I know
I kind of blame you for this.
Well, it kills me because why do you let your owner, who's a truck stop guy, figure out what kind of contracts you're giving to a quarterback?
Buzz, you can change. I was a Cowboys fan.
He can't change now.
I was a Cowboys fan for 30-plus years, and Jerry Jones finally did it to me. When he signed Greg Hardy, I remember the day. When he signed a guy right out of prison again, I went, I can't do this anymore. And I adopted Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans.
Probably should have stayed with
Not
Colts.
a great move, but Dallas has won as many Super Bowls as Tennessee since I've been a fan of the Titans.
Now you're talking.
Where would you go, Buzz?
Where
Would you go if let's say the Browns franchise folded? Where would you go?
Well, when I had the chance when they folded the first time, I really
Did you go Ravens?
I did not.
Okay.
I kind of wanted to, and when I saw their uniforms, I thought, man, these uniforms are great.
Purple, man.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Well, purple is not awesome, but that's another story. I liked it when they were wearing black. But
Yeah.
I really thought, I could get behind the Ravens like this, but I was still a Browns fan, and my loyalty didn't switch. And when they came back, and the worst thing that happened was when they drafted Tim Couch, because I believe he would have had a great NFL career if they hadn't taken him and let him get beat up those first couple.
He had
of
no
years.
chance.
And so I don't know. I've followed the Bengals, the Steelers, that whole division for years. I even had, and Justin will love this, I even had a Mean Joe Green shirt many years ago.
He should wear that.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I can find that one. That one may be long gone.
This may surprise you all, but late 90s, early 2000s, I was a Ravens fan. I loved those teams.
That was Ray Lewis
Yeah.
and Ed Reed and all those guys. Yeah, I get it. Speaking of the Steelers, they got Green Bay on Thursday, Scoots.
Okay.
Now, Aaron Rodgers is not going to play, first off. But the Steelers have 4 quarterbacks right now. What are they going to do with Will Howard? Now, he's going to start Thursday. They're going to see what they got. But the Ohio State product hasn't played a game since the national championship game 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They drafted Drew Aller in the 3rd round. They got to keep Mason Rudolph because you got to have a backup for Aaron Rodgers, right? An experienced backup.
Yep.
Are they going to keep 4 quarterbacks on the roster? I think we're going to find out. I think Will Howard gets most of this game Thursday night to see if he can still play.
I'm a big
I know
Will
you
Howard
are.
fan.
I know you are, and that's why I'm asking you, because you pick a guy in the 3rd round, you're planning on keeping him as a quarterback.
Yeah.
So what do? Do they keep 4 on the roster? It's a 53-man roster.
I don't think you can.
That's hard to do because you have injuries and you got to. Who do you get rid of?
So, do you remember when Joe Theismann came into the league and the
Hell
Redskins?
no.
Okay, well, I'm going to make a point here. When he came into the league, he was backup at the Redskins, and he returned punts.
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah, and so if you've got one of those guys, which I don't believe,
Will Howard's not returning.
No,
punts.
he's not returning punts. But I'm saying you can keep a 4th quarterback if you've got somebody returning punts, but I don't think you can keep 4.
Well, did you see who he's got to throw to now after yesterday?
Who's that?
Isaiah Winstead from your Louisville Kings.
Oh,
nice.
Congratulations
Yeah.
to Isaiah
It's
Winstead.
another Kings player.
That's great. I love that. The last team that kept 4 quarterbacks, you know who it was during the regular season? The 4th quarterback was Tom Brady.
Oh, wow.
He was the 6th-round pick.
I remember that.
And common wisdom was they're going to put him on the practice squad or release him.
Should I know him?
And they kept him because they thought they might have something there. Wow.
Yeah, what an amazing.
So maybe Will Howard is the new Tom Brady. Because Tom Brady didn't play his first year at all.
Nope.
No.
I'm just saying, it doesn't happen often, but the Patriots have set a precedent that it can work out.
I'm going to throw one other obscure fact out on this situation. Do you realize that when College Game Day had their preseason special, that Coach Corso said that he thought Mason Rudolph was going to win the Heisman Trophy that year?
Well, I don't know when the dementia started, but maybe that was the moment for.
You talking about me or Lee?
On that note, let's take a break. We'll come back. I saw the craziest baseball thing I've seen in a long time last night. We'll talk about that. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Big Apple. Welcome back. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. John and Buzz along with Scooter here on this Tuesday. M&M Cartage hotline open, 384-1450 if you'd like to join in on the conversation. 384-1450. Gameday Men's Health text line is open as well, 502-414-1450. You can get your text into us at that number. We'll check them at the beginning of the next segment. Quality fuel, fresh food, friendly service. Earnify helps make every visit to Thornton's count. Members save 5 cents per gallon every day. Earn points on fuel and convenience purchases and receive a 250-point welcome offer. Download the Earnify app today. Start earning at Thornton's. That is EARNIFY. I don't know why I feel like people can't spell that. Okay.
Seems pretty cut and dry.
Help me out, Scooter. Is it a real word?
I would say.
If I looked in the dictionary, would earnify be in the dictionary?
I would say no.
Yeah, me too. I guess that's why I feel like I have to spell it out. It is.
It wouldn't have been in my dictionary, but there were only about 120 words when I was growing up. So,
when's the last time you looked at a dictionary?
Online or real dictionary?
A real dictionary.
Oh, God. 30 years?
I saw a post yesterday, and it was of all these things that you didn't ever realize that you did for the last time, and that was one of them.
Yeah.
Look up a word.
How about use a
dictionary.
rotary phone?
Yeah.
When was the last time you dialed a number?
Probably 25
Remember
years
when we
ago.
dialed numbers?
Yeah,
Remember when you couldn't take the phone more than 4 feet?
Mm-hmm.
I remember
I
that.
remember when we got the long cord, and that was the greatest invention ever.
Yeah.
This cord goes 35 feet, and I can still be on the phone. That's crazy.
It's just amazing.
And God,
Now you got a computer.
I don't know what I'd do without my phone.
Oh,
Don't
really
you wish,
don't.
though, we could go back to the old phone days? Like, there was something so powerful about having a flip phone, and you were just done with a conversation.
Give me
just slamming
a
it.
flip phone the old days? Come on.
Give me one. Flip phone is not the old days.
Well, early cell phone
For
days.
you, it's the old days. Give me 1 week of no computer and no phone,
That'd be
Yeah.
great.
no technology.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
1 week.
Well, could
Just see. I mean, not just me. I mean, in the world.
Could you
And
do no
let's
TV,
just
too?
see. I don't know if I could do that. TV was there since I was born,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I don't know if I could do that.
Buzz is saying, yeah, like he
And,
can relate.
well, listen, the TV screens in my day were about as big as this microphone, but we still had TV.
Yeah, you had to sit close, and then your mother would tell you back up.
Yeah,
You're too close.
But I had to be close enough to where I could change the channel
Yes,
because
yeah.
there was no remote.
You had to get up to change the channel, Scooter.
Patrick Murphy confirms that we are correct. Earnify isn't a word, and we are smart-ish.
Is that a word? I don't even know. All right, there are, by the way, Thursday night, 6 games in the National Football League.
Woo-hoo!
My Titans are in San Francisco.
Heard some good reports about Cam Ward.
I'm a little excited. You know what my wife got my grandson on Fanatics the other day? Jeffrey Simmons jersey.
There you go.
Yeah,
man.
he just got paid too, by the way.
Yeah.
The Bengals are hosting Detroit at 7 o'clock Thursday, and your Steelers hosting Green Bay same time. That one, by the way, Green Bay and Pittsburgh on the NFL Network.
Ooh, that's juicy. If only Aaron Rodgers was
He's
playing.
not going to play.
But you got Mike McCarthy on the other sideline.
Yeah, that's it. Juicy, even though third stringers are going to.
Oh,
be
yeah.
playing. The Colts are in New England to take on the Patriots. 7:30. The other 2 games: Chargers, Texans, and Arizona at Las Vegas. Those are all the Thursday games. As far as Buzz's Cleveland Browns are concerned, nobody cares. Oh, actually, Saturday,
They might win.
NFL Network, 1 o'clock
Wow.
at Cleveland on Saturday. So there you go. Speaking of schedules, the NBA has come out with their Christmas Day games and their opening night games, and it's very interesting. Scooter, have you seen this yet?
No.
All right, I'm going to let you guess. Opening night, 3 games, starting at 3 o'clock. If you were Adam Silver, who would you put on opening night? First of all, the first game's at 3 in the afternoon on NBC.
I mean, the highlight game has to be Knicks and Sixers, right?
The New York Knicks will raise their banner and host LeBron and the Philadelphia 76ers.
I mean, that's a
a
leg.
no-brainer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 o'clock.
Then you'll probably
This is
have
October 20th, by the way, Tuesday.
you'll probably have OKC in Denver or OKC in
You're halfway
Minnesota?
there. You're halfway there.
Minnesota.
Oklahoma City will host San Antonio.
Oh,
9:30. That'll be the late game. And the early game in the day is Boston at Detroit. It's an NBC triple header, and they're going to play the first game at 3 o'clock on a Tuesday
great
on
schedule.
NBC. But so Boston at Detroit, LeBron, I don't even want to say Philly, LeBron at New York, and then Oklahoma City hosting San Antonio. So I think those, I mean, you can't go wrong there.
No,
Right?
that's
Boston and
great
Detroit are going to be
basketball.
two of the favorites in the East, even though
it
Jaylen
should be a
Brown's
competitive
gone.
game. Yeah.
Should be a good game. Now, the Knicks will be also playing in their 59th, a record 59th Christmas game. The Christmas Day schedule includes LeBron against Scooter. You want to take a shot?
Celtic. No, Cleveland.
I was thinking Celtics.
His former Lakers team.
Oh,
Other matchups on Christmas Day: Spurs, Knicks, juicy. Heat, Celtics. Remember, Giannis is with the Heat now. Thunder and Timberwolves, and the Nuggets and Warriors. Those are your Christmas Day games. This will be the first Christmas Day matchup ever was 1947 in Madison Square Garden. The Knicks hosted San Antonio on Christmas last year, so that's a rematch.
oh wow.
A Christmas Day tradition, I guess, has started. Knicks Spurs. But look, LeBron's with Philly. If you turn on your TV on ESPN or wherever fine games are sold, Amazon Prime, Netflix, whatever, you're going to see a whole lot of LeBron. You're going to see the Sixers. You're going to see the Knicks. You're going to see the Spurs and the Thunder. And after that, everybody else will kind of drop off. You'll see a lot of Celtics, I would think.
I would think so. They still have the following, and the Lakers too.
How many Heat games are you going to see? Because Giannis is there. But is it a big deal? Giannis and Bam?
Don't forget about my boy Khalil. Or no, they traded him,
They
didn't
traded Khalil Ware.
Oh, my gosh. They're so
So
dumb.
I don't.
So is anybody tuning in for
No.
the Greek Freak and the Heat?
I'm not sure they even did when LeBron was there.
Yeah, well, LeBron
Right.
was there with Wade and Bosh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think they did.
So, just briefly, how do you feel like the NFL starting to schedule games on Christmas has impacted the NBA games?
NBA is so mad they can't see straight.
Yeah.
I mean, that was their showcase
Right.
day. You start the season in mid to late October. Those games, nobody's watching.
Right.
Everybody's watching college and pro football. And you get through October, you get through November, you get to Christmas Day. NFL's in the playoffs now. College football's basically over except for the playoffs. And you're like, okay, this is where we showcase our teams, Christmas Day, and we are just ecstatic.
And they had it to themselves.
And it's all ours.
Yeah.
And everybody watches the games at their Christmas dinner tables or while they're opening presents. They got the games on, and we can get viewership for the rest of the season. And once the NFL said, you know what? We
Pretty
don't
good
play
idea.
on Christmas Day. Why don't we play on Christmas Day? The NBA went, you so-and-so. How could you do that? But, look, the NFL rules everything.
Oh, yeah.
As far as media is concerned.
Right.
They rule everything, even when the season's not going on. What am I doing tonight? I'm watching Hard Knocks episode 2 with
There
the
you go.
Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
The way it is. Draft, leading up to the draft, combine. I mean, when this, OTAs, owners meetings, trades, free agency deadline, they take over as much of the spotlight as they can.
Sure they do.
Because they can. And people want to know. People want to know what's going on in the NFL, whether this is fantasy league driven or just the fandom of an NFL fan. You only get 17 games. You used to only get 14 games. But you only get
12 when I was growing
Yeah,
up.
you only get 17 games. This is not an NBA, Major League Baseball hockey
Was
schedule.
it really 12?
Yeah, it was 12.
That's incredible.
Do you remember when it was 14, Scooter?
Barely?
Barely?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, the Dolphins were 14-0, 17-0 when you count the only two playoff games
Right.
and a Super Bowl.
And a Super Bowl.
So they were 17-0, last undefeated team, 1972. Undefeated seems like it's impossible. The Patriots almost did it, but the Giants beat them in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. With the helmet catch.
But that few of games, if you're a big-time fan, if you have season tickets, by the way, and I know I'm going off on the side here, have you seen the problems with the new Bills Stadium, Scooter?
Oh, yeah. But they've addressed it.
How have they addressed it?
So they came out and said that first of all, they've heard from less than 1% of their season ticket holders.
But how many people is that?
Well, they also addressed the fact that some of the pictures that are floating around online
Inaccurate?
are not going to be used for football. Those are seats for other events like concerts, stuff like that.
Okay, because they've shown some vantage points where you can't see a third of the field.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And this is a company that built this $2 billion stadium that's built a whole bunch of stadiums.
Right.
So it's not like it was their first foray into building a stadium and they messed it up. So you had to be thinking, how did this happen? How do you charge people for, first of all, the seat fee that you have to pay now, then the tickets, and they can't see a half of the game? So I'm glad to hear that, Scooter. I'm glad you straightened me out on that. And I was going to go nuts.
Yeah.
Because if those are my seats, I am not getting my money's worth.
I mean, they did say that they're going to take the next 5 weeks or whatever it is until the home opener to listen to those requests and try to make changes if need be wherever they can. But yeah, they said majority of those, the pictures you're seeing aren't.
I mean, if the
out.
place holds 50,000, 1% is still 500 people.
Right.
Did you know they had 50,
if my math is right.
52,000 people?
I figured that out.
I was
too.
still questioning it.
They had 52,000 people there on Saturday for a freaking practice.
For practice.
Well, there's
nuts.
nothing like the Bills Mafia. The dog pound is great.
Yeah.
But just the sheer volume of people that are in this whole Bills Mafia thing, it's crazy.
Let's go jump through a table.
Look, what else? What else? And I'm not downtroding Buffalo here. What else does Buffalo have?
I was thinking the same thing.
I mean, they used to have the Buffalo Braves.
Right.
In the old ABA, right?
Well, they were in the
NBA.
Yeah. John Y. Brown bought them after he sold the Kentucky
Perfect
Colonels.
day. He's got the Colonel shirt on here.
and then wound up trading them for the Celtics.
Oh, good Lord. And that didn't work out
That
for
didn't,
John Y. either.
He almost killed the Celtics.
Yeah, if you're in Buffalo, now Will Wolford told me, former St. X Tiger, Vanderbilt Commodore, and Buffalo offensive lineman.
Played for the Colts as well.
Played for the Colts and Steelers.
Yeah.
And should be in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my personal opinion. But went to 3 Super Bowls with Buffalo. He told me when he retired from his job here, which he hasn't done yet, his family, he and his wife were probably moving back to Buffalo.
Really?
That's how much he loved Buffalo. Great town.
Yeah.
Here they got great wings. That's what I've been told. Buffalo wings.
Yeah.
But again, if you're a meathead Buffalo Bill Mafia guy, then that's 12 months, man. That is not.
Sure it is.
That is not 5 months out of the year. That's 12 months, and you go to practice. You go to open practice. You go to training camp practice. You go to preseason games. You go to meet and greets at the local BW3s for an offensive lineman you've never heard of. That's what you do if you're in the Bills Mafia. I wish all fan bases were that crazy and loyal, because they are
the
great.
passion that they bring, and you're right, the loyalty to their team, and they bring it.
I didn't get to the baseball thing, and I got to take a break. But I will get to it, along with birthdays and a Max Pack coming up. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Big A. Welcome back. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. John, Buzz, Scooter, final segment on this Tuesday.
Woo-hoo!
M&M Cartage hotline is closed.
Shut it down.
Gameday Men's Health text line still open, 414-1450. Any text to this fine program today, Scooter?
Patrick Murphy texting again says it's like other people trying to get the spotlight with the NFL on Christmas just to stay relevant and be in the news.
Yeah, you just can't beat the NFL.
Right.
And they've gone now to 3 games on Christmas. So from 1 p.m. until your dinner's over and you're falling asleep on the couch, you have to choose. Do I want to put basketball on? Well, you could be like me and have more than one TV. But do I put basketball on or put football on? And I would say 85% is going to put football on.
So when
America.
When my in-laws used to come over on Christmas and they'd want to see the NBA games, I would flip it on the Christmas Story, 24-hour repeat, and have the remote.
Oh, well done.
But
Well
it got
done.
them out of the house a lot quicker, and then I was able to.
Y'all want to watch that? You heading out? You heading home?
Sorry.
Okay, that's good. We'll clean up.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. All right. Let's do birthdays first. How to get them out of the way, because I do want to talk about this baseball ruling last night. Chris Hemsworth is 43. Thor. I love Chris Hemsworth.
I thought you said 4.
So
We're breaking out the Spears meter today.
No. Well,
Or your golf.
Scooter, Chris Hemsworth?
4's low.
If I don't give him a 4.5, then
Yeah.
I should be shot.
Absolutely.
Beth Davids. Look her up, Scooter. Beth Davids. You probably know her from your youth from a movie called Matilda. No?
I love Matilda.
Yes.
Hang
she
on.
was she was the teacher.
Oh, wait, what?
Yes. Beth Davids.
She looks rough now.
She's 61 now. She's not. Matilda was probably 25 years ago, 30
At
years.
least.
So you're not going to give her a number?
No, I mean, as Miss Honey.
As Miss Honey.
Oh, here
As
we
Miss
go.
Honey.
First of all, great name in a
Yeah.
children's movie. Let's
Absolutely.
call her Miss Honey.
Yeah.
We're going 4 for Miss Honey.
All right. Viola Davis. She is the winner of an EGOT, Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. Viola Davis, 61. Great actress, Viola Davis.
We'll go 3.5.
Anna Gunn. She was Skylar in Breaking Bad. Did you watch Breaking Bad?
No.
Buzz?
Nope.
You don't know what you missed.
No.
She's 58
So I've
today.
heard.
She was also in Sully. She also played one of Jerry Seinfeld's girlfriends on one episode of Seinfeld. So,
Okay.
Anna Gunn, 58.
We'll go 4.
Really? I think
Man.
I think that's high.
No.
He's being kind of over the top today.
Well,
He's
Maybe I'm feeling myself.
Hulk Hogan, born on this date, 1953, passed away last year.
Mm-hmm.
The Hulkster, Hulkamania. Joe Rogan from the Joe Rogan Experience podcast.
Yeah.
I remember him from a little comedy show called News Radio back in the day. We had
Okay,
an
yeah.
all-star cast. It only lasted a couple of years.
What about Fear Factor?
And Fear Factor,
Yeah.
of course, everybody eating bugs. He's 59 today. Priscilla Block, country singer. I'll give you a shot at this one, Scooter. 30
Who?
years old.
How's there a country singer I've never heard of?
She had one big, great song probably 3 years ago, and I haven't heard from her since.
I mean, she is my build.
Yes.
We're going 4.5.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay. Sports-wise, Kevin Knox is 27 today. Never as good as everybody thought he
Yeah.
was going to be. Former Wildcat. Patty Mills, St. Mary's University,
Mhm.
Okay.
and then played a pivotal role with the Spurs for a while there. He's 38. Kyle Guy, national champion at Virginia, Kentucky native,
Should have came to Indiana.
is 29 today. Craig Elo, who Mike made the shot over, if you remember.
Oh,
Michael
that's right,
Jordan
yeah.
over the Cleveland Cavaliers, 65 today, Craig Elo. Former San Francisco Giant Pablo Sandoval. What was his nickname?
The
Some kind of bear.
Polar
He was the
bear.
panda.
The Panda.
Was it the panda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Polar bear's
Pete Alonso.
Alonzo.
Yes.
Pablo is 40 today. He
That's
probably only looks 56, but he's 40 today. Melky Cabrera, former Yankee, 42. Veda Pinson. I had to put somebody in
Yeah.
Buzz's era here. Born on this date, 1938. Former Cincinnati Red. He was a great player.
He came along, played center field when they had Frank Robinson in right field, and then they thought, well, why don't we just trade
Let's
Robinson?
get rid of Frank.
Yeah. He's only
the
going to be the
Orioles.
MVP for the Orioles next
Yeah.
year.
Good move, Riz.
That sounds like the Riz.
Sounds like the Riz. Marvin Harrison Jr. is 24. Is he still with the Cardinals?
He
I'm
is.
assuming he is.
Yeah.
Still in his first contract. Curtis Samuel, former, currently a Carolina Panther, 30 today. He might be a Commander now. I'm not sure.
I think he's a Bill, no?
Curtis Samuel.
I thought he was a Bill.
Dave Pash, broadcaster, used to have to work with the late great
Golly.
Bill Walton.
Yeah.
The patience that requires.
Every weekend, and Dave Pash still doing it. He's 54 today. Those are your birthdays. All right, let's do the Max Pack.
No.
No?
You're going to do that first?
Well, I want to get them out of the way because I want to talk about this Red Sox game last night.
Okay, hold tight. Here we go. Max Pack.
Man, talk about not being ready.
Yeah.
I didn't think you would go right to it.
You got 2 jobs. Really?
3.
Well, you got 2. Birthday music and the drum roll.
And then my actual job as a whole.
Which is babysitting us, I guess.
Max Pack presented by InsureMax and our friend Chad Hennessy for all your insurance needs. They've been serving the Louisville area for over 25 years. Call Chad at 479-4085. Now who has one job? Me. 479-4085.
Carmen.
All right. 3-2 last night. Not bad. Could have been better. Could have been worse. It is what it is.
I mean, that's par for the course anymore.
Damn Dodgers. They can't beat Kansas City by more than 1 run.
It's crazy.
I always tell myself, why do you give a run and a half? It's dumb, and it was dumb again. Boston at Toronto tonight. The Red Sox have lost 3 straight, everybody, if you're paying attention.
Yeah, Jim was not happy with you this morning.
He was not. He told me so to my face. He blamed me for picking the Blue Jays last night. I didn't throw 1 pitch or swing a bat 1 time in that game. I got to be honest.
Toronto's kind of picking it up a little bit, too.
Dylan Cease is going for the Toronto Blue Jays tonight. He's a Cy Young winner and a Cy Young candidate again this year. I'm going with Toronto to beat the Red Sox for their 4th straight loss. Cincinnati at the White Sox. Lodolo back in the rotation tonight.
Don't matter.
Doesn't matter. White Sox are better. Burke is good. He's got a better ERA, 7-6 with a 3.08. I'm taking the White Sox at home to do whatever they want to the lowly Reds. Philadelphia at St. Louis. I like to take Christopher Sanchez every time he pitches. He's pitching tonight. Give me the Phillies on the road in St. Louis. Houston at San Francisco. Again, Hunter Brown, really good pitcher that nobody knows about for Houston. And they're just better than San Francisco, so give me the Astros there. And finally, I'm going to stick with the Dodgers again. Blake Snell makes his return to the mound tonight after injury. Michael Wacha's been good for Kansas City, but it's still Kansas City, still the Dodgers. Look, they're minus 240. I'm not giving a run and a half tonight.
What?
I'm just taking the Dodgers in this 5-team parlay. So there you go. Blue Jays, White Sox, Phillies, Astros, Dodgers. There's your Max Pack presented by InsureMax.
I just have one question. At
Yeah.
the beginning of this season, did you ever think you would say during the season that the White Sox were just better than anybody?
No. No. Not even the Rockies or the A's or the Pirates, anybody. No. All right. So Toronto beat Boston 2-1 last night. That's not the big story. McAdoo had a homer. It's the 3rd straight loss. There was a play that I had never seen before, which is hard to say at my age.
Yeah.
1st and 3rd, 1 out. Now, Dave O'Brien, who does a great job on the Red Sox broadcast, pointed out after this play that the scoreboard said there were 2 outs.
No.
Everybody thought there were 2 outs. I didn't. I was watching the game. I knew there was 1 out. 1st and 3rd, fly ball to center field. The runners do not tag up. They just run. They just take off. Ball's caught. They throw it back into the infield. They throw it to first. Double play. Inning over. However, the runner from 3rd crossed home plate before the 3rd out. And even though he didn't tag up, what's the rule here? Because you can't have a 4th out. I thought maybe they were going to put Toronto back on the field and let them appeal the play at 3rd. But once, I found this out later, once Toronto's defense ran off the field, they can't go back out
go back and appeal.
to
Okay.
appeal. And even if they could, the 3rd out was made, the mistake Toronto made was not throwing it to third and stepping on the bag. They threw it to first and stepped on the bag. Now, the umpires didn't know what to do. They went to Chad Tracy, the Boston manager, first. He was upset. He thought they were going to take the run off the board. They went to John Schneider, the Toronto manager. Then he got upset because they told him, no, Chad's right, the run does count. And then the umpires were very confused, and I will give them credit for this. They didn't know the answer, and they admitted it. And they went to New York. This was a 16-minute delay to get this right. And New York said to them, and Tony Burke called me in the middle of this whole thing. We're both watching, and I told him I think the run counts because he crossed home plate before the third out. And the third out was not made where he was supposed to have tagged up from. It was the craziest, and I didn't know if I was going to be right or not. I had no idea. Because John Schneider's argument was, well, we want the guy at third to be out. We don't want the guy at first to be out.
Right.
We don't want to give up that run. And the umpire said, we don't blame you. That's probably a pretty good argument. They had to go to New York, and New York, to the umpire's credit, New York took about 10 minutes to get back with them and say, you know what, the run's got to count. Even though he didn't tag up, it doesn't matter because he scored before the third out, and they can't now appeal for a fourth out anyway, and they should have thrown it to third base. It was nuts. I was riveted by it because rarely does a rule happen that I'm not sure if I'm right or not in baseball because I've been watching it for 75 years. Did you talk about this morning?
I did.
Scooter?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I watched the play, yeah.
Okay. What do you think? What did they come away with the right decision here? Should the run have counted?
I think so, yeah.
I think it has to. I think it's unfortunate that it has to because really the Blue Jays didn't do anything wrong.
Well, they kind of did, though. You should be aware of how many outs
the guy working the scoreboard did something wrong.
Yeah, but you don't rely on the scoreboard to know how many outs there are. You inherently know that as a baseball
Here's
player.
the question that Dave O'Brien, the Red Sox, and Lou Merlone, who does a great job as well, the question they had was, did the umpire say to anybody there are 2 outs? Did the umpire make a mistake? Because both runners ran, the pitcher and the catcher, when the ball was caught in center field, were heading to the dugout. They thought it was the third out. So the question was, did the umpires mistakenly tell somebody there were 2 outs, even if it was just one of the umpires?
Well, you should still know as a player yourself. I mean, after every out, you hear guys, 1 down, 2 down.
But if umpire says 2 down, don't you listen to the umpire?
Yeah.
I guess.
It was crazy. You know what else is crazy? Tomorrow, Morgan Freeman movies. Thanks to Buzz for sitting in as always.
My
Matt
pleasure.
Dennison is next. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. Big A.